look, escapees. And another one over there. And another one down there. Why? Why do you do this? You gonna come back in? Come on then. I tell a lie. Sunny is actually the only one that's still where he's meant to be. That is unheard of. Wow. Anyway, good morning. It's been a little while. I think the last video I actually uploaded was the Avon track, hacking track thing, which was probably about a month ago now that I went there. Come on, I want to get you back in. So yeah, I just thought I'd do a little bit of an update today. I don't know how they've got out. Yes, I thought I'd just do a quick update. I have actually been to Cirencester and done my ride there, although this will come out before then. But yeah, it has kind of made me want to pull my finger out a little bit and get those graded rides done. Hello. With Dusty that I had planned. So yeah, once I've got these guys sorted and I've updated you all, I'm going to go and take Dusty for a nice long-ish ride. But right, I'm going to get these guys back in first, I think. Right, come on guys. Everybody come in. I'll come get you. Come get you. Good boy. You lot. So, these four were, well, they were all on the track about 2 weeks ago. And actually, they were all doing really, really well. But it was just, it sounds really silly, but it was just costing a bit too much in hay, and I can't afford to hay all 8 of them continuously all year round when, you know, we have got grass. So the 4 in there and Sunny, who is meant to be on the track, are obviously still on there. They need hay in a minute. And yeah, they're doing really well on there. They're quite happy. Sunny, however, is an escape artist at the best of times, and he's made a little sunny hole in the fence. The others probably don't even know it's there, to be honest. And they won't go, like, they won't do what Sunny does. Sunny's a bugger. He will just walk through any type of fencing without a care in the world. So he's out here at the moment until I get that fixed. Oh, there's the fence down. So they're kind of, like you can see, it's almost a little track. It was this line here. You can see where they've eaten it down, and me and Matt extended it yesterday so that they would stay in the fence, and re-electrified it and everything, and they've still broken it. But yeah, I'm really surprised Sunny was still in. So while I fix the fence, quick update. Hey, Sunny, not doing a lot, but I have ridden a couple of times, and I will bring back into work. I haven't got a saddle. Oh, he's fat again now. He was looking a lot slimmer because he was on the track, because I don't have a saddle to fit him at the moment. So I've been riding him in the bareback pad, which is fine, I don't mind doing that. But yeah, he was trimming down and he would have fit in the saddle, but I'm not sure now. Charlie, again, I haven't done much with him recently. I really need to get him walking out in hand again a bit more, and doing that sort of stuff, because he's just still lost his confidence and it's not been very enjoyable. So I haven't bothered, to be honest, which sounds really bad, but when you've got others to ride and I've got Dusty who is easy, it's quite easy to kind of go, well, we'll just leave you today and you can just do nothing. I need to get him back on the lorry and doing that sort of stuff. That is still very much part of the plan, because he is better away from home. And if it turns out, that I just don't hack him at home, that is fine. You know, we've got plenty of woodlands I can box up to quite close, which is what I'm going to do with Dusty today. So that's fine, that's easy, and he's okay in the school. Like he can still be a bit spooky and a bit silly, but he's not like he can be out hacking. So that's fine, and he's good for all the groundwork and stuff. So that's where we are with him. I'm not really planning anything with him from that point of view. Like, I'm not planning any rides or anything. See ya. and we'll just see how it goes. You know, it's a shame we are so far behind what we were last year. You know, I'd taken him jumping last year. We'd done quite a few, oh, it's leaves. We'd done quite a few endurance rides, and he was doing really well. And obviously he was a lot fitter than he is at the moment. But yeah, that's where we are with him. Hey Naz. So, Naz. As you can see, the lumps are slightly better. We're still not any further along with what they are. That's just a cut. You've been in the brambles. Again, she's put weight back on since they've been out here, which is really annoying because she was looking so much better. I've still got one vet I need to get out to have a look at her, because I think they will have some different ideas for what's going on than what I've been given. It's not flies, it's not food related, it's not, thank you, anything like that. Obviously there's something going on, but it's only on one side. Hello. She doesn't have it, no, not my hair, got conditioner in it. She doesn't have it on this side, like, at all. There is nothing here at all. I did think her being on the track with no grass might have helped if it was a food thing and it was like the sugars in the grass or something she was having a reaction to, but that didn't make a difference. Fly rug doesn't make a difference. I have tried lots of lotions and potions on her. I've tried feeding her other stuff. You know, we have tried all the things that we have been recommended to try, and it just doesn't work. I definitely have noticed that they are worse when it's hot. Definitely when it gets warmer they get bigger. Whether that's just a side effect, I don't think the heat is causing them, but yeah, it's a bit annoying. But I do need to crack on and do something with her. So I'm trying to get into the mindset of when, you know, they're not too bad today. They're a little bit itchy down there, and they're, like you can hear, they're scabby as well, and obviously they are itchy. But on the days that they're not too bad, I need to do something with her that involves a saddle or a roller or a girth in some way. And the days that they are a bit worse, I need to either take her on an in-hand walk or do some groundwork with her that doesn't involve a roller. I know you're just going to clonk me in the head, so yeah, I just need to get into that mentality that I can still do stuff with her, and we just have to be flexible on what that is, rather than going, I can't do anything with her because she's spotty teenager. Thank you. Because she wants to be doing stuff, don't you? Hey, you're a little bit itchy, aren't you? You're itchy anyway though. So that's kind of the plan of her. Again, it's a very loose plan because I think it's going to have to be, but I do need to start doing a bit more with her. Hey, please don't use your teeth because you're very strong. And ow! I knew that was coming. That hurt. Oh, face of disgust. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. We need to just do something, don't we? Something. And we have big boy trip. Hey, I did actually give him a haircut not that long ago, not that you'd be able to tell, and it wasn't very good. But again, similar with Trip, he's done a little bit recently. I have actually sat on him a couple of times, but he's at that, obviously I'm bringing him back into work, but he's still at that stage where I don't like doing him on his own, or on my own, just in case. And at the moment, it's not very often when I've got someone else on the ground to give me a hand with you. Hey, you know, just as a precaution. He's a big boy for me, and you know, and although he's pretty good, he is the equivalent of a baby again. And you can just be a little bit silly. You get a bit panicky sometimes over nothing. Hey, but you know, again, I have got some plans with him, which may or may not happen, depending on what I get done. But yeah, he's just gonna tick over and we'll see where we go. I know that's really vague and not really very helpful, but yeah, I'm not saying any more about that at the moment. But yeah, I would, you know, it'd be nice to get him to ride or get him to do something by the end of this year. Hello, I'm not giving you any more scratches because you hurt me. Sorry. But yeah, that is, I mean, this is kind of the useless field. As horrible as that sounds. Oh, Sunny's useless. And they're just not doing very much, basically. Sunny I definitely do need to start doing more with, because he can, basically, and he is better when he's in work. So his, gonna fix this fence, his escape artistry tends to get less when he's doing stuff. He's just so bright and so buzzy. That's the wrong way. He's so bright and he's so confident in himself and everything, that when he's not doing anything, he does get bored, and as soon as he's bored, he's off gallivanting, basically, and causing trouble. He is one of those. He's an absolute who is too clever for his own good. Oh, that's all crisscrossed. What have you done, guys? I've twisted this. Another one? Does it need to go again? Yes, it does. No? Did it? God, I don't know. I don't think it did. I spend most of my life doing some sort of fencing. That's how it feels, anyway. Right, so now this is all crossed over. Right, I'm going to sort this and then we will go and update with the little ones. Good morning. You come in? Come on then. As you can see, these 4 are on the track. I'm not quite sure where Beanie's got out. I can't remember if I left it open down the bottom. I might have done, because sometimes I do. So they've got like a C shape. So they've got hay station down here, up the track here, around the track down there, and then the water's all the way down at the bottom. And like I said, sometimes I open this up as well. We've still got loads to do on this, but it's definitely helping. Their feet are better, they're a better weight, just generally, I mean, happier, I don't know, maybe. But yeah, I still got lots to do on here. I need to figure out a bit of a better way for poo picking, because it is rather, it's just not easy. We don't poo pick the big fields because they are so big, and they just get harrowed. So I will, well, actually, I need to let Beanie in first. I don't actually know where she's got out. It all looks like it's up, and I did leave the end up. How have you done that? Right, she's coming in, you're not going out. Come on. In you come. No, you're not going out. Come Beanie, in. Good girl. Come on, Dusty. So I have actually taken the Energizer off this one because the big ones now have it. So I kind of half expected them to be out. So let's go. So they are looking like George has put on a little bit of weight because they had got out the gate that I've just came in. The gate latch had broke the other day, so they were all up in the top, but they all came back in and they just slept all day. They'd obviously had a bit of a gorge, but they were looking a little bit rounder, but it was all gas, so you know, they're not looking too shabby. Obviously you can't gab under a rug, but you know, they're definitely not as fat as they normally would be this time of year. So Georgia isn't doing much, in fact is doing nothing, and will probably continue to do nothing for quite a while. She is too small for me. She's a lot slighter than Dusty, but we were at one point at the stage of breaking her to drive, so she's harness broken. I can't remember if I got her dragging stuff or not. Hello. But whether, if I have the time, I might continue with that. If not, you know, she's happy, she's looked after, she's fine. What, do I smell funny? Beanie, again, not been doing very much, and I had planned to do stuff for her this year. I had planned to get her going a little bit and do some cross country with her, maybe some workers, although she'd need to probably do the opens and they'd be fairly reasonably sized, so maybe not workers, but you know, I wanted to do some stuff with her. She's, you know, she doesn't like to go out on her own, so the endurance is always going to be a bit difficult to get her fit enough to do that. Not that she wouldn't be able to do it, and she's done plenty of endurance rides and been really, really good, but I do need to take her in company because she's just a bugger on her own. And you put the handbrake on. Yeah, I'd still like to do that. Obviously there's still loads of time to go and, you know, get to a hunter trial or something. You know, they run October, November time, so I'm hoping, you know, she's one you can just kind of hop straight back on, obviously not in terms of fitness but in terms of behaviour, and just get going. So I do need to sort her saddle back out. Hello. Oh no, I don't want you to rub on me. And we can go from there, basically. I'll update on you last because, oh my god, stop it. They all want their food. So Gabs, oh, obviously, yeah, she's sweet itchy and she's very, her face is quite bad at the moment. She has done a real good job of trashing her rugs, and in that means she's rubbed her tail, but she hadn't been, I don't know if I can still say that right, she hadn't been rubbing her mane. So she's got 2 rugs on at the moment because, like I said, she's trashed the other one, but you know, she's not looking too bad. She always rubs her face, but she will not keep a fly mask on, and she hates it as well. She just kind of drags her face on the floor until it comes off, which isn't great. Gabs, again, hasn't done much for a while. She is 16 now, so I'm just being a bit more conscious about bringing her back into work, and that I need to do it properly. I mean, I should do it properly with all of them, but obviously, you know, she is older, which plays into it as well. It is on the cards bringing her back into work. I do want to kind of do that soon. Again, I'm not sure I've got a saddle that will fit her at the moment. They've all changed shape so much, especially with being on the track. Hello, Dusty. That's making life, I don't want to say difficult, because that's not fair, but again, a bit like Sunny, I'm quite happy to start her in the bareback pad. It's less weight as well then, and I'm used to riding her in that quite happily, so that is fine. I would still, I mean, we were going to do an elementary at the end of last year. I think might have been the start of December was when it was on. But literally maybe 2 weeks before it, she had a really, really bad abscess in, it was a back leg. She was really, really lame. And that kind of made her sore on other feet because she was compensating. But, you know, it was fine eventually, but it meant we missed that. And then with the weather, I genuinely don't think I've ridden her since then, because it was just so wet up here. And obviously we don't have a school. They live out, they're unrugged over the winter. So, you know, when it's absolutely hammering down with rain, they're soaked. The ground is soaked and slippy. She doesn't hack on her own either, for other reasons. Hey. So yeah, it's just, a lot of them have just been kind of on the back burner, which is frustrating. But it's just having the time to do them all, and when it's wet as well, I have to prioritise my days for working to the nice days, and then these get left for the wet days, and I don't like riding in the rain, and it's meant to be fun, so I don't force myself to, but it does mean they don't get much done with them. Again, you know, the track has definitely added some fitness to them, so she's not as unfit as she would be just kind of in a patch. So she's definitely got a bit of a baseline fitness, and of course she's been really fit in the past, so it shouldn't take much to get her there. But I do, you know, I know she's lost a little bit of muscle, and yeah, I just want her to be okay. So we're doing that slowly. I need to go put cream on your nose as well. But yeah, maybe a couple of endurance rides, like pleasure rides towards the end of the year as well with her. Like, she does enjoy it, and if we can get out with someone else, then she'll be absolutely fine, because you like going with someone else, don't you? But yeah, that's, oh, anyway, that's the plans with Gabs. Again, very loose, very vague, but yeah. And then Dusty, hey, a little cutie. So like I said, we've done our Cirencester ride. That was on Friday. Just a pleasure ride. We did 22k. We were obviously too slow. I knew we weren't going to be fit enough to do the average speed. Obviously she's only got little legs. Like, we did trot and canter a lot of it, didn't we? And she was, you know, pretty good up until about 18k, and then she started to flag. If she had longer legs, then even doing exactly the same pacing as we'd done, we'd have been fine for time. But as it is, she's got little legs and we weren't, so that's why I didn't do the graded there, because I just knew we weren't going to be fit enough, and fast enough. You know, I did take a heart rate when we got back to the box, which would have been, actually I'm not going to tell you because it'll be in the video that comes out next, so you have to go and have a look. But you know, we would have passed basically, heart rate wise, not speed. So hello, you grumpy. It's kind of given me a bit of a kick up the bum of, actually we're not that far off being fit enough to do the graded rides. I wanted to do Cirencester graded this year, but I was put off by the fact that actually we'd had loads of dry weather and I thought the ground was going to be too hard. We did it there 2 years ago, and although we got, I think we got grade 4, maybe grade 3, 9.7 kilometers an hour average, I can't really remember, something like that anyway, and we did okay. The ground was hard, and it was rutted because it had dried kind of awkwardly, and I was worried it was going to be like that again, and actually it was kind of the opposite, and we would have been fine. So again, I hadn't really pushed for that. I thought, oh, I can do the 16k if I want to. I'm glad I entered the 22, and I'm glad I stuck to it because I did think about changing, but yeah. So there are 4 graded rides that I want to do with her that have got the novice foundation, which is Barbury, Tresham, Michael Church, and then possibly Wentwood in the winter, or October I think it is, because I did actually do the whole ride at Cirencester with her boots on, which I was really, really pleased with. So it was a good trial for that, to do that on a day that it doesn't matter if I had to be faffing with boots, but I didn't. So that's kind of made me a bit happier for doing rides like Wentwood, where it's forestry and it's stony. So that's the plan for her. She's obviously been ticking over, but I need to up it a little bit, not necessarily more work, but maybe longer, which is what we're going to go out and do today. So obviously this has been quite a long, boring update video, because it's just been so long and things have changed, but I'm going to try, that's my plan. So hopefully over the next month, 6 weeks, those plans will start getting put into place, and you'll see a bit more than just you. Not that you're a problem, eh? But it'd be nice to see some variety, seeing as I've got variety. And obviously they're all at different stages doing different things as well, so it does give a little bit more for the channel of, you know, working Gabby up to finally get out to an elementary. Like, we are going to do that this year. We've got, what is it, it's July, August, September, October, November, you know, we've got like 5-6 months, 5.5 months. So even if it is like the 31st of December that we do it, we are going to do it. It was really disappointing last year. Like I said, we were so close to just going and doing it. I'd kind of gone, it doesn't need to be perfect. The extra kind of movements from a novice, there's only a couple. You know, the rest of it is basically just a novice test, which we've done absolutely fine with. You know, if she doesn't do a walk to canter very well, or she doesn't leg yield very well, it doesn't matter. Like, she can do those things, but she gets a bit funny. Not funny, she gets a bit stuffy at competition sometimes. And it will be 4.5 years since she went to a competition. So, and the same goes for me. So yeah, it would just be nice to start getting out and about again. And obviously anything that I've mentioned today that you'd like to see the process of, you know, like breaking her to harness, for example. Well, she's broken to harness, but breaking her to the cart. Dusty, I would also love to get back in the cart. She's been in it once, many years ago, doesn't care. I've actually dragged stuff around the yard as well, she's fine. But it would be great to do that again. And even Beanie, actually, I think I've harness broken Beanie, I can't remember. I know Gabby's harness broken, but I would never put her in a cart, she's a nightmare. But yeah, that's kind of where we are. And yeah, bit of a boring video. I am going to go and take Dusty out now, and I will show you some of where we're going. We're going partly into Chepstow Woods and partly into Fedder. If you want to have a proper look at Fedder, there is a video, a few videos back, where we went and did sort of the guide around there and have a look. So I am going to be doing more of those as well. But yeah, we shall go and get them fed, loaded up, and get going, because it's getting late.